Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Oh, no joy this time.
Diaz really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Mount. Now there's a fine ball. Vietorija! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Mount with the short one.
Vіторія are looking to go forward now. Now, can they get him away? Now that's well seen too.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Luis Diaz, will have a key role in being the link man. He's so good when it comes to progressing the ball up the pitch, and he'll often drop deep to do that. Above all, though, I like his feistiness. There's a combative and energetic edge to everything he does.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Decore clears. He's tried one! They've got to be quick to recover this. They get a throw in. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has ended up in no man's land. Eva Nielsen battling for the right to play in the early stages. Driving through the middle. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He has found the way through. Referee has just said play on. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's having a shot! Brilliant from Toro! A finish right from the top draw. Well, how's that for a class finish?
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Knocks it into space, and he's picked it up out wide. He slings it in.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Keane. Vietorija. And it's Mount. That's a little off target. Vietorija has given away a free kick. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Oh, good ball! He He's had a shot!
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Hugo Duro deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He might be in here. He's having a go. He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vitoria have their second corner now. And he thumps it clear. Livramento. And now they can spring out of defence. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That looks a good ball through. Oh, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's the header!
Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
That's a good ball out wide. Played back in. Short changes him with that pass. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. An instinctive delivery. Keeper has taken decisive action. It's a pretty loose pass.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Tries from a long way out. Tierney kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tierney going full steam ahead down the left flank. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Mount. Threads one in. That has not gone well. Pedro Neto. This is promising. Shot at goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's gone direct here. Keane engages and forces him off the ball. There will be a throw-in. Ducouré. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now this could be a chance. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Takes a shot!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's been taken short. Takes aim and crosses. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Chance for a shot! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's going for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mount.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, super! There's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pedro Neto clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Mount. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Keane.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Mount. Now it's Keane.
Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Tierney. Diaz. And it's Mount. For Pedro Neto. He's had it taken off him. Looking for a runner.
Nicely worked. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Keane. And he was quick to react. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ducore. And it's Mount.
Pedro Neto.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Look at the space here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Pedro Neto.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Half an hour gone in the second half. Diaz. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, that was never going to make it.
Pedro Neto.
And it's Ducore. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. So, what can they make of this? This looks promising.
Oh, shooting chance!
And it's come back out to him.
It's in! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Mason Mount. Number 10, Ivan Nilsson.
Robinson.
Coming on the field, number 13,
Traore.
João Gomez. Number 7,
And it's Robinson.
Paixão.
Oh, easy
Substitution
pickings
in
there.
progress.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, this looks sharp. Not the most accurate pass. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Tries a shot! It's a goal!
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And he's there to clear it. They're urging him to shoot. And now a sudden chance to counter. Diaz.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Jacob Murphy tries to play it through. Vitoria are looking to break at pace. Tierney. Time added on 4 minutes. No way through. He is through here. Strong running down that left flank. Diaz.
And the shot!
And that may well be that. That is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
And a quick reminder today to
Good
please
Duro,
take all
very
the
much the
dustbins
hat-trick
located
hero.
by the
What an
entrance gates.
extraordinary
Thank
game
you
he
very
had.
much for your